a short demonstration of how I go about marking work that has been submitted electronically and getting it back to the students. Not necessarily the perfect way to go about things, but it kind of works for me. This is how I'm set up right this moment, just as an example of one way to do it. I like to have a keyboard and mouse available. You can do it all with the pen, but it can be a bit fiddly at times. And the keyboard and mouse set up like this makes life very straightforward. They have a whole bunch of these keyboards sitting in the server room, so if you ask Gavin nicely, he'll probably give one to you. You do probably want to be plugged into the power though, because it seems to use the CPU quite heavily when it's marking work. So let's go to a assessment that I've previously set. So my 11 Com class, I have previously asked them to submit a task for formative marking. It's very easy to set up an assignment. That's not in the scope of what I'm talking about here. And I've got 24 students who have submitted some work. Really straightforward to set this up, so they can just upload their work and students kind of know what to do. The important thing is I'm going to download all the assignments as a zip file. I'm going to just drop them straight into my D drive for now, as this is a demonstration. If I wanted to keep it, I'd stick them all in my my documents folder. So I'll stick it all there. And then I like to unpack them all, extract all. Good job. Great. So let's just have a quick look at one of these and then go about marking it. So we've got the assignment. Now when I pick up the pen and waft it over the page like I'm doing right now, what that brings up is a tab on the ribbon up here, pens, where I can select the thickness and colour that I want to do, and also there's the eraser there. I find this really handy, in fact so handy that what I've done is I've put them up into the quick launch bar up here, which is a very straightforward job to do. So if I go more commands here, you can select from any of the tabs. So I can select from the pens tab, and I can say put this onto the quick launch bar by hitting the add button, which I've already done, so I'm not going to do it again right now. But I find that just a quick and handy way to have those things available. So start writing on here, and so select the pen tool, great work, exclamation mark, and so on. Yeah, just fill in the rest of it. I find with a bit of practice I've become able to write reasonably well on the screen. It's not my best handwriting, but it's good enough. So now I tend to do a file save as, so that I've got the original and the updated version. So I'm still using the pen at this moment, so I have to use the on-screen keyboard, and I'll say something like this is the updated version. Quite often at this moment I just get completely annoyed and jump to the keyboard, and then I tend to go file, save and send as attachment, and hop onto the keyboard, perhaps send this to Blake, hit send. So that was a pretty straightforward job to download the whole lot and start marking. I find it rather better in terms of I've always got the work available. I can just download it from Moodle again. I don't lose big piles of paper when the students submit work on paper, and I've always got a copy of what I marked, which can be really handy when I'm writing reports or preparing for parents' evening or something like that. So I hope that's helpful. There are other things that you can do. One thing that I was told by someone, Philippa actually, was if you were to, for example, select the whole document and change the spacing, you can give yourself a bit of room to write in between the lines. That can be really handy. Makes the document pretty long, but hey, who cares, it's only electronic. So I hope that's helpful.